I walked in there and there's all these big burly blokes there, blokes that are all muscly and tattooed and tattoos up to here and blokes with tattoos on their heads. And oh, these blokes aren't Christians, no way. Yeah, sure enough they were the real deal. Name's Tiny Wright from the Longriders Christian Motorcycle Club, 27 years old.
Recently he came out on the veranda in all his sort of killer leather biker gear, and I said, "Oh son, you're so cute," and he goes, "Oh, it wasn't exactly the look I was going for, Mum."
Basically the Longriders, they're an old school motorcycle club with Christian values. So, we ride and we go to church. We don't take drugs. We can drink alcohol, but to a certain extent.
Like the outlaw clubs, we have a process to membership, and it's called nomming, or being a nominee. And it's a process of getting to know that bloke and getting to trust that bloke. So by the time someone gets to be a member, we really know each other and really trust each other, and that's a brotherhood. And it really gives that person a sense of belonging, a sense that they've earned their colours, so we value our membership.
A lot of guys that start hanging around a club are pretty lost sort of fellas, and it always seems to be that they don't know why they're there. It's like God said, "Hey, go and check out these boys, they'll sort you out."
My chains fell off, my heart was free.
Biker Church was founded for sort of a place where you can come and not be judged on your appearance or your past or where you're at in life.
God's love for you is real. That's the message. You cannot misinterpret that. God's love for you is real. God has something for you, and that something is wrapped up in the person of Jesus.
Oh, I definitely had a problem. I mean, I'd just drink until I threw up or until I passed out. It came to a point where I had an argument with my father, and he just, I told him to piss off. I never wanted to see him again. Just got in his combi and drove away, and that was the last time I saw him. And my brother called me and said that he was in hospital and he had cancer, and I just said I don't care, it doesn't worry me. I don't want anything to do with him. As far as I'm concerned, he's already dead in my books. So, then he called me up. He said that he was about to die, and I said, "Oh, it doesn't worry me." And then a couple of hours later, he called me up and said, "Yeah, he's gone." And that just, it was really strange. Like a couple of hours after that, and it was like, did I make the right decision? Like, I'm never going to see him again, and went through all the motions, and that sort of sent me on a bit of a spiral. And yeah, it was very, very hard time for me. That was when I got my first road bike. I went and hung out with one of my mates that I went to school with, and he said, "Oh, you should come hang out with the Longriders." So I thought, "Oh yeah, cool, go and check that out."
He basically turned up with one of the other guys, and yeah, we know him as Tiny now because he's a big bloke and he's got a bit of a rough nut on him, but yeah, he's a really cool dude. He's one of these natural sort of guys, and it's who he is. It's who he is. I didn't know that it was his dad when I met his dad, but look, a church organisation brought him to see me to see if I could help him. So I took him in.
My dad had met up with him 6 months before he died, so it was about the same time as I said, "I don't want to see you again." And he went and met up with him and tried to find God.
It was a while later when I was just happened to be talking to Tiny, and I found out that his surname was Wright. I talked to him about it, and he said, "Yeah, that's my dad." And so that was a pretty precious time, when you can sort of put all the pages together. And the last parts of his life, he was hooked up to us.
It was pretty amazing to me to find out that my dad had someone to look after him in that time, and that sort of reinforced it that I was in the right place and I was supposed to be there.
Life is full of the unknowns. We don't really know what we've got in store for us tomorrow. Look after what we've got today. Yesterday's history.
When you're riding with the club, It's just such an amazing feeling. You got your brothers like a metre away from you, just hammering, and it's almost like we move as one. You know when someone's going to jump into the right lane or jump in the left lane or something, and you just sort of all move together at once. And you go with your brothers, you pull up when they stop. When you're leaving, you all leave together. Just the sound of it, the smells and taste of like oil from old bikes that are riding in front of you. And it's just how we feel and how we feel the spirit running through us.
Amen.